BA. Honours. Entrance paper. 2015-16. 1. At which one of the following places did Mahatma Gandhi first start his satyagraha in India? A. Ahmedabad. B. Bardoli. C. Champaran. D. Kheda. Answer. C. 2. Which one of the following is not the official language of the United Nations? A. Arabic. B. Spanish. C. Hindi. D. Russian. Answer. C. 3. Which of the following is incorrect? A. Jwala Guttar, badminton. B. Suranjoy Singh, boxing. C. Jennifer Pace, volleyball. D. Smriti Mehra, golf. Answer. C. 4. The Nobel Prize is not given in the field of A. Literature. B. Economics. C. Chemistry. D. Mathematics. Answer. D. 5. Arrange the following states in increasing order of area. 1. Up. 2. MP. 3. Kerala. 4. Rajasthan. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A. 3, 4, 2, 1. B. 1, 2, 3, 4. C. 3, 2, 1, 4. D. 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer. C. 6. First non-citizen to receive Bharat Ratna was A. Nelson Mandela. B. Abraham Lincoln. C. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. D. Mother Teresa. Answer. C. 7. The acronym NOTE stands for A. National Organization for Tobacco Eradication. B. National Organization for Training and Education. C. New Order for Trade and Export. D. None of above. Answer. A. 8. The acronym SIM stands for A. Subscriber Identification Module. B. Subscribers Inscribed Mechanism. C. Supersonic Information Model. D. Signal Identifying Machine. Answer. A. 9. Which of these is a federal feature of the Indian Constitution? A. A written and rigid constitution. B. An independent judiciary. C. Vesting of residuary powers with the center. D. Distribution of powers between the center and states. Answer. D. 10. Which one of the following is the largest satellite in solar system? A. Titan. B. Ganymede. C. Europa. D. Triton. Answer. B. 11. Who is the author of the book Conquest of Self? A. Aurobindo Ghosh. B. Rabindranath Tagore. C. Mahatma Gandhi. D. S. Radhakrishnan. Answer. C. 12. National income of India is complied by A. Central Statistical Organization. B. Indian Statistical Institute. C. Finance Commission. D. NDC. Answer. A. 13. The Rowlatt Act aimed at A. Compulsory economic support to war efforts. B. Imprisonment without trial and summary procedures for trial. C. Suppression of the Khilafat movement. D. Imposition of restrictions on freedom of the press. Answer. C. 14. Who is the author of the book India A Million Mutinies Now? A. V.S. Napal. B. Mulk Raj Anand. C. Neeraj Chaudhary. D. Amitav Ghosh. Answer. A. 15. Indus River originates in A. Kinnaur. B. Ladakh. C. Nepal. D. Tibet. Answer. D. 16. Deterioration, rust. A. Iron, water. B. Emaciation, debilitation. C. Depression, unemployment. D. Recession, inefficiency. Answer. C. 17. Elevated, exaltes. A. Promoted, excellence. B. Disorderly, unfaithful. C. Raised, commensurable. D. Dirty, filthy. Answer. D. 18. Commander, commands. A. Surgeon, diagnosis. B. Senator, legislates. C. Aviator, aerates. D. Teacher, checks. Answer. B. 19. Select from the answer choices given under each number series. 2, 7, 14, 23, question mark, 47. An appropriate number to replace the question marks. A. 30. B. 34. C. 39. D. 44. Answer. B. 20. Determine the pattern and define the correct answer. 9, 15, 23, 33, question mark. A. 44. B. 36. C. 38. D. 45. Answer. D. 21. Darwin, evolution. Archimedes, question mark. A. Friction. B. Lubrication. C. Buoyancy. D. Liquids. Answer. C. 22. Triangle, hexagon. A. Cone, sphere. B. Rectangle, octagon. C. Pentagon, heptagon. D. Angle, quadrilateral. Answer. B. 23. Honey is related to wax in the same way as milk is related to A. Cow. B. Leather. C. Eggs. D. Butter. Answer. B. 24. 3, 7, 15, 31, 63. Question mark. A. 92. B. 127. C. 115. D. 131. Answer. B. 25. A, B, C and D play a game to cards. A says to B, if I give you 8 cards, you will have as many as C has and I shall have 3 less than what C has. Also, if I take 8 cards from C, I shall have twice as many as D has. If B and D together have 50 cards, how many cards have A got? A 35, B 37, C 38, D 40. Answer D 26. The phrase put out means A. Where, B. Postpone, C. Crush, D. Extinguish. Answer D 27. The words sadly, shortly, simply are A. Adverbs, B. Verbs, C. Adjectives, D. Nouns. Answer A. 28. The crow is sitting, the tree top. A. At, B. On, C. Over, D. In. Answer A. 29. Complete the sentence by choosing the right word from the given options. A. Sheaf, B. Shoal, C. Shower, D. Set. Answer B. 30. Out of the blue means A. Planned, B. Unexpected, C. Predictable, D. None. Answer B. 31. The earth round the sun. A. Go, B. Goes, C. Going, D. Gone. Answer B. 32. The synonym of blunder is A. Error, B. Mistake, C. Correction, D. Both A and B. Answer D. 33. Mark the option which is opposite on meaning to the underlined word. In some parts of the city, nearly unimaginable opulence can be found rehat next to nearly unthinkable poverty. A. Assets, B. Abundance, C. Profusion, D. Destitution. Answer D. 34. I cannot put up this insult. A. On, B. Upon, C. With, D. At. Answer C. 35. One who cannot die is A. Stable, B. Immortal, C. Perpetual, D. Perennial. Answer B. 36. The Queen has said that she will the ceremony. A. Engage, B. Come, C. Attend, D. Impart. Answer A. 37. The train, before we reach the station. A. Arrives, B. Will have arrived, C. Is arriving, D. Had arrived. Answer B. 38. Identify the correct pair. A. Horse mare, B. Horse heifer, C. Horse doe, D. Horse ewe. Answer A. 39. Do be careful not to your coffee on the white rug. A. Drip, B. Filter, C. Spill, D. Leak. Answer B. 40. This book is not long. I it by lunchtime. A. Will be reading, B. Will have read, C. Am reading, D. Was reading. Answer B. 41. There are several problems we need A. To deal with, B. Dealt, C. To make a deed, D. Dealing. Answer A. 42. When was the window? A. Break, B. Broke, C. Break up, D. Broken. Answer D. 43. Call something off may mean A. To cancel, B. To send away, C. To break, D. To work hard. Answer A. 44. This practice was brought to prevent certain abuses. A. About, B. In, C. Down, D. Off. Answer A. 45. Give the synonym of insomnia. A. Treatment, B. Disease, C. Sleeplessness, D. Unrest. Answer C. 46. As friend is to foe, union is to question mark. A. Separate, B. Different, C. Discord, D. Divorce. Answer C. 47. As novelty is to oldness, newness is to question mark. A. Culture, B. Discovery, C. Model, D. Antiquity. Answer D. 48. Complete the sentence with the appropriate conjunction. She's very rich is not generous. A. And, B. Of, C. But, D. As well as. Answer C. 49. Arrange in the correct order. 1. Kindly write to us. 2. Have any doubts. 3. For clarification. 4. Should you. A. 4 3 2 1. B. 3 4 2 1. C. 4 2 1 3. D. 1 2 3 4. Answer C. 50. Correct the sentences. The performance of our players was rather worse than I had expected. A. Bad as I had expected. B. Worse than I had expected. C. Worse than expectation. D. Worse than was expected. Answer B. 51. The old name of Medina city was A. Makkah, B. Hijaz, C. Yathrib, D. Oman. Answer C. 52. Who was the first person outside the family of the Holy Prophet S.A. to accept Islam? A. Hazrat Abu Bakr R. B. Hazrat Umar R. C. Hazrat Uthman R. D. Hazrat Ali R. Answer A. 53. Who introduced copper coins in India? A. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, B. Sher Shah, C. Akbar, D. Iltutmish. Answer A. 54. Baba belongs to the family of A. Hashemites, B. Ottomans, C. Timurids, D. Abbasids. Answer C. 55. Razia Sultana was the daughter of A. Firoz Shah Tughlaq, B. Balban, C. Alauddin Khilji, D. King Iltutmish. Answer D. 56. Who was the first ruler of Mughal dynasty in India? A. Baba, B. Akbar, C. Humayun, D. Jahangir. Answer A. 57. Real name of Nurjahan, wife of Jahangir, was A. Mehrun Nisa, B. Mahinur, C. Kesar Jahan, D. Alam Ara. Answer A. 58. In which place Masjid-e-Nabwi is situated? A. Habsha, B. Makkah, C. Medina, D. Taif. Answer C. 59. Shah Waliullah Dehlavi hails from A. Delhi, B. Mehrauli, C. Fulat, D. Deoband. Answer C. 60. Asrar-e-Khudi was written by A. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, B. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, C. Maulana Maududi, D. Allama Iqbal. Answer D. 61. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad was associated with A. Al-Hilal, B. Tazib al-Akhlaq, C. Fikr wa Nazar, D. Asar ul Sanadid. Answer A. 62. Nadwatul Ulama was founded by A. Maulana Muhammad Ali Mongeri, B. Ali Mian Nadwi, C. Allama Shibli, D. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Answer A. 63. The book Fasal-e-Amal is written by A. Maulana Ilyas, B. Maulana Ubadullah Sudhi, C. Sheikh Zakaria, D. Ashraf Ali Thanvi. Answer C. 64. The author of Fatul Bari is A. Allama Jalaluddin Suyuti, B. Hafiz ibn Hajar Asqalani, C. Iman Malik, D. Khatib Baghdadi. Answer B. 65. Who was the founder of the Mughal rule in the Indo-Pakistan subcontinent? A. Amir Timur, B. Umar Sheikh Mirza, C. Zahiruddin Babur, D. Akbar. Answer C. 66. The Sur dynasty in India was founded by A. Sher Shah, B. Islam Shah, B. Adil Shah, D. Jalal Khan. Answer A. 67. Who is known as Mujaddid-i-Alftani? A. Sheikh Ahmad Sirkindi, B. Haji Shariatullah, C. Shah Abdul Aziz, D. Shah Ismail. Answer A. 68. The reconstruction of religions taught in Islam is A. Maulana Maududi, B. Allama Iqbal, C. Abdul, D. Jamaluddin Afghani. Answer B. 69. During the Mughal rule in India, a new religious policy, namely Dea-Ilahi, was formulated by A. Humayun, B. Jahangir, C. Shah Jahan, D. Akbar. Answer A. 70. Kitab-ul-Tawheed, a famous book, is written by A. Allama Iqbal, B. Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab, C. Hasal Bana, D. Ibn Arabi. Answer B. 71. A journal, namely Tazibul Akhlaq, was started by A. Shah Waliullah, B. Maulana Abul Ala Maududi, C. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, D. Ibn Khaldun. Answer C. 72. Sir Syed Ahmad's father was A. Khwaja Fariduddin, B. Mir Muttaqi, C. Shah Abdul Aziz, D. Amir Khan. Answer B. 73. At the time of the War of Fijar, Sairilijan War, the age of Prophet Muhammad PBUH was A. 10 years, B. 12 years, C. 13 years, D. 15 years. Answer D. 74. The doctrine of Wahdatul Wajid is propounded by A. Al-Ghali, B. Ibn Rushd, C. Ibn Tufal, D. Mahyuddin Ibn Arahi. Answer D. 75. The famous book Revival of the Science of Religion is written by A. Al-Ghazali, B. Al-Baghdadi, C. Ibn Rushd, D. Ibn Tufal. Answer A. 76. Sultan Aslan Shah of Malaysia was associated with the sport A. Rowing, B. Hockey, C. Football, D. Cricket. Answer B. 77. The UN Secretary General Mr. Ban Ki-moon is from A. Singapore, B. Vietnam, C. North Korea, D. South Korea. Answer D. 78. The Disaster Management Act was passed in year A. 2009, B. 2007, C. 2003, D. 2005. Answer D. 79. The largest source of national income in India is A. Service sector, B. Agriculture, C. Industrial sector, D. Trade sector. Answer A. 80. Which country has the largest religious temple in the world? A. Myanmar, B. Cambodia, C. Nepal, D. India. Answer B. 81. VAT is imposed A. Directly on consumer, B. On final stage of production, C. On first stage of production, D. On all stages between production and final sale. Answer D. 82. Which one among the following types of agriculture is also known as slash and burn agriculture? A. Horticulture, B. Truck farming, C. Commercial agriculture. D. Shifting cultivation. Answer. D. 83. The first Chief Election Commissioner of India was A. Sukumar Sen. B. S. L. Shakthar. C. S. P. Sen Burma. D. K. V. K. Sundaram. Answer. A. 84. The period of development between puberty and adulthood is called A. Prepubescence. B. Adolescence. C. Childhood. D. Youth. Answer. B. 85. Where is Sardar Sarovar project situated? A. Gujarat. B. Punjab. C. Karnataka. D. Uttar Pradesh. Answer. A. 86. The part of neuron that receives neural signals is the A. Cell body. B. Synapse. C. Axon. D. Dendrite. Answer. D. 87. Charles Dickens is the author of A. Oliver Twist. B. The Old Bachelor. C. Twelfth Night. D. Man and Superman. Answer. A. 88. With which other term is reliability roughly synonymous? A. Consistency. B. Objective. C. Simplicity. D. Validity. Answer. A. 89. A zero correlation represents A. No relationship between variables. B. A positive correlation. C. A negative correlation. D. A perfect relationship between variables. Answer. A. 90. NUHM is an abbreviation of A. National Urban Health Mission. B. National Urdu Hindi Mission. C. National Unani of Hotel Managers. D. National Urdu Hindi Meet. Answer. A. 91. A heuristic is usually described as A. An internal debate. B. A formal chain of logic. C. An unresolvable argument. D. A rule of thumb. Answer. D. 92. Reserve Bank of India was established in A. 1935. B. 1945. C. 1947. D. 1950. Answer. A. 93. Smart money is a term used for A. Internet banking. B. Credit card. C. Cash with bank. D. Cash with public. Answer. B. 94. Jahangir's tomb is located at A. Delhi. B. Lahore. C. Aurangabad. D. Ajra. Answer. B. 95. Golden Handshake scheme is associated with A. Inviting foreign companies. B. Private investment in public enterprises. C. Establishing joint enterprises. D. Voluntary retirement. Answer. D. 96. Which continent of the world does not have a desert? A. Australia. B. Asia. C. Europe. D. North America. Answer. C. 97. When did the United Nations Organization come into existence? A. October 24, 1945. B. October 24, 1943. C. November 26, 1945. D. November 26, 1943. Answer. A. 98. TIN stands for A. Tax Information Network. B. Total Information Network. C. Terrorist Information Network. D. Telecom Institutional Network. Answer. A. 99. Gandhi took the command of the nationalist movement during the agitation against A. Rowlatt Act. B. Partition of Bengal. C. Foundation of the All India Harijan Sangh. D. Foundation of Muslim League. Answer. A. 100. Who among the following is the author of the book India Remembered? A. J.K. Rowling. B. Robert Dale Lake. C. Pamela Mountbatten. D. Stephen Hawking. Answer. C. Text edited by Himanshu Gautam. Audio edited by Muhammad Kaf.